Hello everyone, today I'm sharing 12 productivity tips to use when you are feeling unmotivated. And these 12 tips are specific things to try. It's not really wishy-washy, generalized ideas you probably already know. So let's just get started with the first one, which is actually watching videos like this. Whenever I'm feeling extremely unmotivated, I actually go on YouTube and I watch cleaning videos. I'll watch productivity hacks and tips and tricks videos. And for some reason, that always gets me really motivated. So good job clicking on this video. Number 2, it's really hard to be productive without some specific foundational resources, which is kind of a mouthful, but I'm going to share specific items that I use that have really taken my productivity to the next level. First up, we have a specific type of planner and calendar, which I'll get to more of that in a second. Also a laptop, which I'm sure a lot of you have a laptop, but the key is to also get an external monitor that you can plug your laptop into. So that way you have the best of both worlds. You have a desktop computer essentially and a portable computer that you can take to appointments or even just lay in bed. It's just a game changer. And then also, if you could have a designated workspace and a comfy chair, highly recommend that. Just seclude yourself, and again, it takes productivity to the next level. Okay, so more about my planner that I use because it's very different than what people typically suggest. And that's because it's actually more of a tablet versus a planner. So it is a full week at a glance, Monday through Friday, and then also Saturday and Sunday. But what's amazing is you can write down everything that you want to accomplish for the whole week and cross things off. But at the end of the week, you simply tear it off and start fresh. And then anything that you didn't accomplish from the last week, you can then start fresh and add it to this week. And I also love how this does have a today top 3 section. So each day you can just narrow down your top 3 priorities. And if you can just at least get through that, you're already winning. So this is super cheap on Amazon. I can link it down below. Oh, and one other quick resource I wanted to mention that I have been using more recently is Trello. So it's a free software, just Trello.com, not sponsored. But again, it's free and it's just so great for project management. So I actually have been using it for my video production schedule. It just lays out the projects really well. You can move the board. It's just really cool. Check it out. They have so many templates. People use it for personal use. People use it for their cleaning schedule. People use it for their daily, weekly, monthly to-do list. It's just really cool if you're somebody that would prefer not to write things down and you want to visually see it more like on a computer screen. The next productivity tip or even resource is actually CBD. So this is Equilibria CBD. It's by far my favorite brand. I've teamed up with them for this video. I've tried so many brands. I love this stuff. And I know a lot of you have tried it. Other people haven't. But if you haven't tried it, then I feel like you're probably super confused on why the heck this would make any difference with productivity. But I assure you it really does. Because when we wake up in the morning, if we have a lack of energy and a lack of motivation because of depression, anxiety, pain, inflammation, maybe we're just really not sleeping well, whatever, then we are not going to be that productive. It's gonna be much harder to get out of bed in the morning. But CBD, again, just super basic here. CBD stands for cannabidiol. It's a cannabinoid found in the hemp plant. It's not marijuana. It's not going to make you feel high, but it really makes you feel balanced and it helps people sleep. It takes away pain and inflammation in our body so we feel better, we feel more motivated, we have more energy. It really helps our endocannabinoid system, ECS. I dive way deep into this sometimes. It's just so fascinating because I'm such a firm believer in this. But it really helps that system in our body, which just really balances out so many things. So if you feel anxious or you feel sad or you do have trouble sleeping or you have pain in your back, just give this a try. I have a code, it's Shay Whitney, and you'll save 15% on your order. It's for new customers. And they did say that for the first 100 customers, they are going to be giving this little kit out, which is super cute. And honestly, I feel like it just allows you to try some other things. This is the daily drops. This is a roller ball that you can put on your skin for inflammation or even pesky, bug bites. And then here is a little sample size relief cream. But what I really suggest if you want to give it a try are the daily drops. I have the mint flavor. I actually just put it directly under my tongue and I hold it. I also love the soft gels. Awesome. And then I do have a full-size relief cream that actually Josh uses more than me on his back. But anyway, they have different boxes meant for different, health goals. So check that out. highly suggest and kind of develop your own routine. I use mine in the morning. Some people do like it more at night to help them sleep. Give it a try, and I swear you will feel better, which will lead to more motivation and more productivity. The next productivity hack, I'm gonna call it a hack. It's kind of in a two-part system. So the first thing that I'm gonna say, just realize it comes along with the next thing that I'm gonna say. But it's really just setting specific goals and targets, like bite-sized goals and targets. We don't wanna just like accomplish everything. I mean, we do wanna accomplish everything, but sometimes if you just see the big picture, it's really overwhelming. So really just break it up into smaller targets and goals. Now, I realize that's one of those wishy-washy suggestions you hear everybody say, but I'm going to back it up with my next suggestion, which is to reward yourself when you meet a target or you reach one of those bite-sized goals. And what I mean by this is like, we're gonna be very intentional about rewarding ourselves, okay? We're going to make a list of just the favorite things in life. Maybe you love getting a pedicure. Maybe you love just going to Target. Maybe you like to buy new clothes and you can reward yourself with a new top. It like literally just make an actual visible list of things you just love. And if you reach one of your targets, you get to reward yourself with one of those items and actually reward yourself. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if it's just the simple human nature, but when we are rewarded, we are far more motivated. I mean, that's really what gets like employees in businesses. Like that's what gets work done. Now, before I move on, I do just want to clarify that all of my tips and suggestions can literally be applied to anything. I mean, this can be applied to doing the week's laundry, okay? Or cleaning the entire house, or even your outside work job. Because goodness knows, we are not rewarded enough on all fronts, and we deserve it. And man, it really, like I said, it gets work done. Next up, we have some specific rules that I follow and I implement on a daily basis. I'm telling you guys, this video is very specific, it's very tactical, and up first we have the 2-minute rule. So this is where if I'm walking around my house and I see anything that can be done in 2 minutes or less, I force myself to do it right then and there. And it takes a little bit of practice to get into this routine or this habit, but once you do, again, it makes a huge difference in productivity. So an example of this would be there's shoes in the kitchen. They really should be put in the closet. It takes 2 minutes or less, easy. I just do it immediately. The next rule is the 20-minute rule. So this is something that I like to implement when I am honestly just dreading something. And I tell myself, I'm gonna set my timer and I'm only gonna do this for 20 minutes. So I kind of have semi-relief knowing that like I only have to do this for 20 minutes. But I'm telling you, I would say the majority of the time, I get started and I feel okay about starting because I only have to do it for 20 minutes, but then I end up doing it a lot longer than 20 minutes because I get into a rhythm and then I end up accomplishing it. But again, it helps me get started because I know in the back of my mind, I only have to do this for 20 minutes. The next rule is what I like to call the 2-hour rule. So we're kind of going up in increments. So the 2-hour rule is really determining your peak hours. And for me, I have 2 hours throughout the day that I just really feel the very best. And for me, it's actually between the hours of 9 and 11. I just feel the best at that time. So I really try to accomplish the most I can in between that 2-hour segment. Maybe yours is like from 1 to 3, or maybe yours is even later from like 7 to 9. Everybody is totally different, but we really need to figure that out and kind of make schedule changes based on that. The next rule, and then we're gonna move on, is called the 5-year rule. I'm not gonna take credit for this, but I saw it on someone's Instagram and I feel like it's been life-changing for me ever since. So I'm just gonna read it to you. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes worrying about it. Oh my goodness. Like, I feel like when it comes to productivity, I'm so unmotivated if I'm worrying about things. So again, anytime something goes wrong or I start to worry, I think to myself, is this gonna matter in 5 years? Like, will I even be thinking about it? Will it be on my radar? And if the answer is no, which is almost always no, then I just move on. The next tip has to do with our inbox or our emails, just because I feel like there's so much going on there, especially in this day and age. And through the years, I've kind of come up with different things that have really helped me. So I really try to keep my inbox empty. Like I try to not have a separate to-do list, essentially, in my emails, like with tons of flagged emails that I need to respond to later, or I'm not sure what to do with. Like I really just try to tackle it if I can. And then I also unsubscribe to all of those stupid newsletters and just like coupon email, like just unsubscribe. It takes 2 seconds, hit the button. And then finally, I also try to limit how much I check my email per day. I know some people suggest
just do it once per day.
But I don't know. I guess I want to be also productive in that I'm like up to date with responding to people on a timely basis. So I try to check my emails thoroughly in the morning, and then I also do it towards the evening as well. That way I'm coming across as, responsive. I think that's important. But also it, again, just keeps me kind of in check with my inbox. This next tip I feel like might go in one ear and out the other for some people, but if you just listen to me and just give this a try for 1 week, I think you'll start doing it. But it does kind of go back to my lovely little tablet planner thing here. So I kind of touched upon the full week that I like to do, but I've also recently been kind of taking about an hour towards the end of the week, sometimes even Saturday and Sunday. I mean, sometimes people don't want to work at all on the weekends, and that's fine. So maybe do this on Friday, but take a full hour towards the end of the week and plan out the following week as best you can. And I know things might change and fluctuate, maybe do it in pencil, but I have found that when I kind of end the week knowing that a lot of what I'm about to do the following week is kind of mapped out for me already, it really makes my weekends better, and it kind of makes everything flow a lot better the following week. So I can again do it like this. I can just like flip it up and like maybe I'll save this for Tuesday. It's just something that again has really increased productivity for me. So those are my 12 specific productivity tips. I'll have everything that I mentioned linked down below, and the CBD oil as well. Highly suggest trying this if you haven't already. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.